Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hitting that play button for another episode of the Heady Coleman podcast, where I provide content that helps you go win. And so today, I just wanted to share with you all a couple of things. One, you have to do it over and over and over and over again. So essentially, that's what I'm telling myself. I have to remind myself that in order for me to get to where I want to go, there are going to be some things that I'm going to have to do over and over and over and over again. For example, if I'm going to look my best for this YouTube channel being on video, those of you who are listening on audio, you don't get to see me. But if I'm going to look my best, I have to cut my hair and shave every week. The goal is every Friday I should be shaving my face and head, but it does not happen. So what's the goal? What's the win? I'm sorry for using the word goal. I'm trying to get you all to use the word win versus using the word goal, and I'm using the word goal. But again, okay, let's get back on track. If the win is to look my best on camera, I have to be consistent in grooming myself. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being straight up with you, because some of you are not taking action because it's not perfect. So even though, and I'm chewing gum, I'm so sorry, even though I don't look my best, quote unquote, I still show up. I'm still going to show up, because me providing you content really doesn't have anything to do with me shaving my head or shaving my face. It may make me look better. I may get 3 to 4 of you who notices it, and maybe you stay around because you say, Heady looks great shaved, but it's about the content. Doing it over and over and over again. As long as I'm consistent on providing y'all content, you will keep showing up. So in my craziness of life, trying to make my own self better, I just thought that I would come to you and be vulnerable with my not being consistent in doing the right things, not doing it over and over and over and over and over again. What is it that you say to yourself, man, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I do that today? Oh my God, there's so many things that every day I wake up, I have a list of things, my daily routine, things that I want to check off that I don't do. But if I did it, if I just said, hey, I'm going to focus on doing these things every day and knock off my big 3, that's a whole nother story. The big 3, I'm making some changes as far as how I do my daily planning. But if I do these things that are on my daily routine every day, I feel like I will thrive like nobody's business. But I let all these other things get in my way of me doing it over and over and over and over again. Doing what over and over and over? The right things that I believe will allow for me to achieve the wins that I want for my life. Don't let this gum in my mouth distract you, please. And for those of you who are listening, you may can tell that I have some gum in my mouth. It's kind of like eating while talking, which is not very good, but I'm doing it anyway today. Sorry. Please forgive me. I'm just bringing you my best today. That's all I'm doing, is just bringing you my best. But anyway, yeah, so I need to shave. I need to cut my hair because I want to look my best for you all. But it takes consistency. It takes showing up every Friday or whatever day that I decide I'm going to make that happen. You know, another thing that I've added to I want to do weekly is cut my grass. I've never been a real grass cutter. My wife decided that she wanted us to start cutting our grass ourselves, and I thought she wanted to do it because she said help keep her in shape and all that. But I was like, I think I want to try to take on that as well. And so I don't know if she's going to give it up, but I want to cut my grass weekly. I'm not sure if she's going to let me cut it because she wants to do it, but we'll see. I just think it's just another something that I want to add to my life that I think will benefit me in some way, because while cutting, even though I'm not a fan of cutting grass or yard work at all, it is a time that I can reflect. It's kind of like getting out and taking a long walk or going for a run. So anyway, what was the other thing? So I had 2 things that I wanted to bring to you today, and I didn't write them down. I just spontaneously said, you know what? I haven't done a podcast, I haven't done a YouTube video in a minute. I haven't wrote on the blog, but I'm just going to jump on here and just talk to you all for a second, because that was going in my head, the importance of doing something over and over and over again until you just it really becomes a habit, or it's ingrained in you, or when somebody swings at you, you automatically, you know what I'm saying? You automatically throw that hand up to block them without any hesitation. When I'm trying to block it. And in that same way, I want these things to just come naturally to me, but I got to do it over and over and over until it becomes a muscle, and I'm making these things happen. So, yeah, I don't know what that is for you, but I just want to encourage you in doing that. Also, I am looking to do a Facebook Live. I don't know if I want to do it every day at 7:45 a.m. where I just take 5 to 10 minutes and share a win. Maybe it's not a win that I have, but a win that you may be considering or somebody else may have, and I share 3 to 5 right things to be consistent in order to achieve that win, or those wins, that win for the day. So it'll be one win that I would do every day. Just take 5 to 10 minutes to talk about a win and what I've seen other people be consistent in order to achieve that. Now, how long could that last if I did it every day? For some reason, I think I need to show up every day with some type of video doing something like that, but I'm not sure. But I'm thinking about that, because what I do want to see happen in that is that I want people to continue to use this language of win, right things, win, W-I-N, win, and then right things. I want to hear people using those two terms or thoughts. Consistent. I want to hear consistency regarding go win, because go win is all about being consistent. And sometimes it's not about crossing that finish line first, but it's just about being consistent and doing things that will allow for you to win in life, to thrive, if we want to use another word, to thrive. And so, so I think I want to do that. Maybe it's me just bringing stories to you, but within that same thought or mindset. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to do that. I have to go because I have to leave you. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hitting that play button again for another episode of the Heady Coleman podcast. If you're wondering where I have to go set up at my studio. I'm currently in my house. But now I have to go to the studio and set up for another podcast that I'm a part of called Conversations Around Good. You can go to, where can you find that at? Made possible by, I'll leave it in the show notes, or just comment. I'll leave it in the comment or something. Conversations Around Good. Google it. Google Conversations Around Good. I'm sorry, I'm not that prepared today, but sometimes we show up, we're not prepared, but we're getting it done. We're trying our best. I'm not saying show up intentionally without being prepared. You know what I'm saying. As always, ladies and gentlemen, go win.